Chosen one, you may not know exactly why you clicked on this video, but God does. He's been guiding you here, aligning everything so that today, in this moment, you would hear what He's been trying to tell you about your work, your provision, your future. He knows the worries that keep you up at night, the uncertainty you feel about your job, the longing for financial peace. He sees it all, and He's stepping in. By the time you finish watching, you will know exactly what you need to do to step into the abundance and security God has promised. But you must stay until the very end, because the final revelation is the most powerful of all. It's the missing key that unlocks lasting provision. Take the first step right now. Hit the like button to declare that you are ready to receive this message of hope and provision. Subscribe to stay connected to divine guidance and unlock more blessings in your life. Comment 222 to affirm that you are stepping into divine stability and abundance today. This is more than just a video. It's a movement of faith. We're building a community where we lift each other up, where we share our burdens and celebrate our victories. Drop a comment below with one thing you need prayer for today, specifically related to your work or finances. Maybe it's a job interview, a promotion, wisdom to make a crucial decision, or simply peace of mind. Then, reply to someone else's comment with words of encouragement, a scripture, or a simple, "I'm praying for you." Miracles happen when we lift each other up. Your prayer request will be seen and others will pray for you. And as you pray for someone else, blessings will flow back to you. This is faith in action. Comment your prayer request now and be part of this chain of divine miracles. Most people think they are waiting on God for their breakthrough in their career or finances. They pray, they hope, they wait, and wait, and wait. But what if I told you that God has already moved, but you haven't fully positioned yourself to receive? Think of it like this. Imagine you're standing on the shore of a vast, abundant ocean. This ocean represents God's limitless provision, His boundless blessings, His unwavering commitment to your prosperity. You have a bucket in your hand, a small, perhaps even cracked bucket. You dip it into the ocean, expecting to be filled to overflowing. But you only manage to scoop up a few meager drops. You become frustrated, questioning why the ocean isn't providing more. You might even start to believe the ocean is empty, that the promises of abundance are false. But the problem isn't with the ocean, is it? The ocean is infinitely full. The problem lies with the size and condition of your bucket, your mindset, your beliefs, your willingness to receive. You're limiting the flow of abundance with your limited capacity. You are perhaps unconsciously holding on to beliefs and behaviors that constrict the very blessings you desire. See, we often get stuck in a cycle of passive waiting. We think we're being patient, but we're actually hindering the flow of abundance. We're clinging to fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs about what's possible. We might be unconsciously sabotaging ourselves, staying in jobs we hate, fearing to take risks, or neglecting to develop our God-given talents. Consider the parable of the talents in the Bible, Matthew 25:14-30. 3 servants were given different amounts of talents, a form of currency, by their master. 2 of the servants invested their talents and doubled them, while the 3rd servant, driven by fear, buried his talent and did nothing with it. The master was pleased with the servants who took action and multiplied their resources, but he was disappointed with the servant who allowed fear to paralyze him. This parable perfectly illustrates the principle of active participation in God's plan. The truth is, many stay in a cycle of scarcity when they should be stepping forward in faith, partnering with God to create the abundance He desires for them. This isn't about name it and claim it theology. This is about understanding that God works through us, not just for us. He provides the opportunities, the resources, the wisdom, but we must act upon them. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." Notice it says, "Commit your work." That implies action, dedication, and partnership. It's not enough to simply pray for a better job or more money. We must also commit to the work, the effort, the growth required to receive those blessings. It's like a farmer planting seeds. He doesn't just scatter the seeds on the ground and then sit back and wait for a miracle. He prepares the soil, waters the seeds, pulls out the weeds, and nurtures the growing plants. He partners with the natural processes to bring forth a harvest. Similarly, we must partner with God's principles of abundance to experience financial and career breakthroughs. The more you visualize success, the more you'll build your faith and diminish your fear. Remember, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Think of fear as a dark room. The more you focus on the darkness, the more overwhelming it seems. But the moment you light a candle, the candle of faith, the darkness begins to dissipate. You start to see the possibilities, the opportunities, the way forward. Faith doesn't mean that you'll never experience fear again. It means that you'll choose to act despite your fear. It means that you'll trust God even when you don't understand His plan. It means that you'll believe in His promises even when you don't see any evidence of them. Every time you choose faith over fear, you strengthen your spiritual muscles. You become more resilient, more courageous, more confident in God's ability to work in your life. It's like exercising. The more you do it, the stronger you become. And the stronger you become, the easier it is to overcome the challenges that come your way. So embrace faith, release fear, and step boldly into the future that God has prepared for you. Cultivate your gifts and talents. God equips you for purpose. God has given each of us unique gifts and talents. These aren't just random abilities. They are divine endowments, designed to be used for His glory and your fulfillment. Are you using yours? Are you actively developing them? Sometimes the path to abundance isn't about finding a new job, but about maximizing the opportunities within your current one, or pursuing a side hustle that aligns with your passions. Think of your talents as seeds that God has planted within you. It's your responsibility to nurture those seeds, to water them, to give them sunlight, so they can grow and blossom into something beautiful and fruitful. This means identifying your gifts. What are you naturally good at? What do you enjoy doing? What do others compliment you on? Developing your skills. Take courses, read books, attend workshops, practice regularly. Invest in yourself and your abilities. Using your talents. Find ways to use your gifts in your current job, in your community, or in a side hustle. Don't let them lie dormant. Seeking opportunities. Look for ways to use your strengths and talents to help others. Invest in yourself. Take a course, learn a new skill, network with others in your field. Don't bury your talents, let them shine. Remember the parable of the talents? The servant who buried his talent was condemned, while the servants who invested their talents were rewarded. God expects us to use what He has given us. Consider what skills, talents, and abilities are currently in demand. Could you become a freelance writer, a virtual assistant, a social media manager, a consultant? There are countless opportunities to use your gifts and talents to create income and build a more secure future. Don't underestimate the power of small beginnings. Start where you are with what you have. Even a small step forward taken consistently can lead to significant results over time. Imagine your talents as a musical instrument. If you leave it in its case, it will never produce any music. But if you take it out, practice regularly, and learn to play it skillfully, you can create beautiful melodies that will bring joy to yourself and others. Your talents are a gift, but they also require effort and dedication. You have to be willing to put in the time and energy to develop them. You have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and try new things. You have to be willing to fail and learn from your mistakes. The more you cultivate your gifts and talents, the more valuable you become. You'll become more confident, more fulfilled, and more equipped to serve God and others. And as you use your talents to bless others, you'll also be blessed in return. It's a cycle of giving and receiving, of sowing and reaping. So don't let your talents lie dormant. Cultivate them, develop them, and use them for good. Seek wise counsel and mentorship. Surround yourself with support. Don't try to navigate this journey alone. The path to abundance and job security can be challenging, and it's easy to get discouraged or lost along the way. That's why it's so important to seek out wise counsel and mentorship. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without counsel plans fail, but with many advisors they succeed." This verse highlights the importance of seeking guidance from others who have experience and wisdom. A fresh perspective, practical advice, and accountability can make all the difference. Who can you turn to for support? Spiritual leaders, your pastor, priest, or other spiritual mentor can provide guidance and encouragement from a faith-based perspective. Career coaches. A career coach can help you identify your strengths, develop your skills, and navigate the job market. We must cultivate our minds, nurture our faith, and take consistent action towards our goals. Today, I will show you exactly how to break free from this cycle of waiting and step into the abundance and job security God has promised. Here are 5 powerful steps you can take right now. Identify your limiting beliefs. Your inner dialogue shapes your outer reality. Everything begins in the mind. What are you telling yourself about your job, your career, your ability to earn? Are you saying things like, "I'm not good enough. There are no good jobs out there. I'll never get ahead"? These negative beliefs are like walls blocking the flow of abundance. They are like weeds choking the life out of your potential harvest. Think of your mind as a garden. The thoughts you plant, the beliefs you nurture, will determine what grows. There, if you constantly plant seeds of doubt, fear, and scarcity, that's exactly what you'll reap. But if you choose to plant seeds of faith, hope, and abundance, you'll create a garden of prosperity and success. This isn't just positive thinking, it's aligning your thoughts with God's truth. God's word is filled with promises of abundance, provision, and success. He wants you to prosper. He wants you to thrive. But you must believe it, you must receive it, you must speak it into existence. Write down these limiting beliefs, and then next to each one, write a powerful, positive affirmation that contradicts it. For example, limiting belief, "I'm not good enough for that promotion." Positive affirmation, "I am capable, qualified, and worthy of advancement. God has equipped me for success." Limiting belief, "There are no good jobs out there." Positive affirmation, "God is opening doors of opportunity for me that no one can shut. He has the perfect job waiting for me." Limiting belief, "I'll never get ahead financially." Positive affirmation, "I am a child of God, and He is my provider. I am blessed to be a blessing. Money flows to me easily and abundantly." Repeat these affirmations daily, aloud, and with conviction. Let them sink deep into your subconscious mind, replacing the old negative programming with new empowering beliefs. This is how you begin to reprogram your mind for abundance. It's a conscious effort to replace the lies with the truth. It's a deliberate act of choosing faith over fear. Imagine your thoughts as radio waves. Are you broadcasting a frequency of scarcity and lack, or are you broadcasting a frequency of abundance and prosperity? You have the power to choose your frequency. You have the power to tune into the abundance that God has already provided. This isn't a one-time fix, it's an ongoing process. You'll need to constantly monitor your thoughts and redirect them when they stray into negative territory. It's like tending a garden. You have to regularly pull out the weeds of doubt and fear to allow the flowers of faith and hope to flourish. The more you practice this, the easier it will become. You'll develop a habit of thinking positively and expectantly, and you'll start to see the results manifest in your life. Remember, your thoughts create your reality. Choose them wisely. Release fear and embrace faith. Fear is the opposite of faith. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These are all chains that keep you bound. You cannot walk freely into your breakthrough while still carrying the weight of fear. It's like trying to run a marathon with heavy weights strapped to your ankles. You'll be exhausted, frustrated, and you won't get very far. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it's not meant to control you. It's meant to alert you to potential danger, but it shouldn't paralyze you from taking action. In the context of your career and finances, fear often manifests as fear of taking risks, staying in a dead-end job because it feels safe, even though it's stifling your potential. Fear of rejection, not applying for your dream job because you're afraid you won't get it. Fear of failure, not starting your own business or pursuing a side hustle because you're afraid it won't succeed. Fear of what others will think, not asking for a raise or promoting your services because you're worried about being judged. Today, you are choosing to release that fear. Acknowledge it, but don't give it power. Replace it with faith. Faith isn't the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of fear. It's stepping out of your comfort zone, trusting that God will be there to catch you if you fall. Pray for courage, and remember that God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. This verse is a powerful weapon against fear. It reminds you that fear is not from God. It's a lie of the enemy designed to keep you from fulfilling your divine purpose. Visualize yourself succeeding. See yourself confidently walking into that interview, successfully launching your business, or receiving that promotion. Mentors, find someone who has achieved success in your field and ask them to mentor you. Trusted friends and family, surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your goals. Networking groups. These provide professional development and growth. Join a professional organization, attend networking events, or find a mentor who can guide you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Most people are happy to share their knowledge and experience with others. When seeking counsel, be sure to choose people who are wise. They have a proven track record of success. Supportive. They believe in you and your potential. Honest. They will give you constructive feedback, even when it's difficult to hear. Godly. They will encourage you to seek God's will in all things. Having a strong support system is crucial for maintaining your momentum and staying on track. It's like having a team of cheerleaders encouraging you every step of the way. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. It's a challenging climb, and you're likely to encounter obstacles along the way. But if you have a team of experienced climbers with you, they can help you navigate the difficult terrain, provide encouragement when you're tired, and celebrate your successes along the way. Mentorship is like having a guide who has already climbed the mountain you're trying to climb. They can show you the best path, warn you of potential dangers, and share their wisdom and experience to help you reach the summit. Don't underestimate the power of a strong support system. It can make all the difference between success and failure. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who will encourage you, and who will hold you accountable to your goals. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Act in faith even when you don't see the full picture. Trust God's timing. This is crucial. You may not see the immediate results of your efforts. You may face setbacks or delays. But don't give up. God's timing is perfect even when it doesn't match your expectations. Continue to take action, to pray, to believe. Keep sowing seeds of faith and trust that the harvest will come. This is where many people stumble. They start taking action, they start believing, but then they don't see immediate results and they get discouraged. They start to doubt, they start to question, and they eventually give up. Remember, faith is not about seeing, it's about believing without seeing. It's about trusting that God is working behind the scenes, even when you can't see it. It's about planting seeds and watering them, even when you don't see any sprouts. Think of a bamboo tree. For the first few years, it shows very little growth above ground. But beneath the surface, it's developing a vast and complex root system. Then suddenly, it shoots up rapidly, growing to incredible heights in a short period of time. Your journey may be similar. You may be putting in a lot of effort, but not seeing much outward progress. But don't be discouraged. You're building a strong foundation, developing your skills, and preparing for your breakthrough. Remember, Abraham didn't see the promised land immediately, but he kept walking in faith. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Keep taking consistent action, even when it's difficult. Keep praying, even when you don't feel like it. Keep believing, even when you don't see any evidence. Some practical steps to act in faith. Apply for that job, even if you don't think you're fully qualified. Start that side hustle, even if you're afraid it won't succeed. Ask for that raise, even if you're nervous about it. Network with people in your field, even if it's outside your comfort zone. Continue your prayer requests, even if you don't have an immediate answer. Invest in your skills and talents, even if you don't see an immediate return. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a step of faith. And every step of faith brings you closer to your breakthrough. Imagine you're driving a car at night. You can only see as far as your headlights reach, but you don't stop driving just because you can't see the entire road ahead. You trust that the road will continue, and you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Faith is like driving in the dark. You may not see the full picture, but you trust that God is guiding you, and you keep moving forward, trusting that He will lead you to your destination. Don't let doubt and discouragement derail you. Keep your eyes on the prize and keep moving forward in faith. Your breakthrough is coming. Chosen one, here is the truth. Your breakthrough in your work and finances is already here. It's waiting. And for you, the abundance and security God has promised are within reach. The only thing that has been missing is your complete surrender and active participation in the process. It's not enough to just want it. You have to partner with God to create it. This means letting go of control, trusting His plan even when it doesn't make sense, and taking consistent, faith-filled action. The moment you stop resisting, the moment you say, God, I trust you completely, I will do my part, and I believe you will do yours. That is when doors will open. That is when opportunities will appear. That is when your provision will flow. Think of it like a dam holding back a vast reservoir of water. The water represents God's abundance, His limitless blessings. The dam represents your resistance, your fear, your doubt, your lack of trust. As long as the dam is in place, the water cannot flow freely. But the moment you open the floodgates, the moment you release your resistance, the water will rush out with tremendous force, flooding your life with abundance. Surrender is not passive, it's an active choice. It's a daily decision to trust God, to release your fears, and to follow His guidance. It's saying, not my will, but yours be done. Active participation means taking responsibility for your part. In the process, it means being diligent in your work, developing your skills and talents, seeking wise counsel, taking calculated risks, being a good steward of your resources, giving generously. This isn't passive waiting, it's active faith. It's co-creating with God. It's understanding that He is your source, but you are His instrument. God is the source of all abundance, but He uses us, His children, as channels to bring that abundance into the world. He works through us, empowering us to create wealth, to build successful careers, and to be a blessing to others. When you fully surrender and actively participate, You align yourself with God's will, and you open yourself up to receive His blessings. You become a magnet for abundance, attracting opportunities, resources, and favor. This is the key that changes everything. It's not a magic formula, it's a principle of faith. It's a way of living that aligns you with God's plan for your life. It's a journey of trust, obedience, and action. Tonight, before you sleep, say this prayer: God, I release all fear and doubt regarding my work and finances. I surrender my plans to you. I trust that you are working all things together for my good. I commit to using my gifts and talents for your glory. I step into my divine purpose, and I trust that my miracle of job security and abundance is already on its way. I am open to receiving your blessings. Amen. Now don't leave without being part of this movement. Comment below with one thing you need prayer for, and reply to someone else's comment to lift them up. Remember, the power of collective faith is real, and miracles happen when we come together. Your breakthrough could be the answer to someone else's prayer, and their faith could be the key to yours. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone you know is struggling with these same issues, feeling the same uncertainty. Share this video with them. It could be the answer to their prayers. And subscribe, because this journey is just beginning, and I promise there is so much more ahead for you. We'll continue to explore how to unlock God's blessings in every area of your life. Stay connected, stay faithful, and get ready to receive